Hello everyone. In this video I want to share a somewhat unusual trading method. As you may know from my other videos on my Instagram, the core of what I trade is price action. So looking at a market like this is Visa. We can all see that this is an uptrend. We all see those higher highs, higher lows. Let me point it out for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. This area here forms support, and then this area forms resistance. Then price breaks out, resistance becomes support, new resistance gets formed, price breaks out. Same thing happens here. This is a strong move, so the new support is formed in a new area, new resistance is formed, etc., etc. So this is just pure price action. If you're a trend trader, it's great to enter somewhere in this trend and manage your stops and ride this one all the way to the top. If you're a swing trader as well, enter on a break of this consolidation period. Take a swing as soon as price starts to show that the momentum is fading. Take your profits. Wait for a new entry that happens over here or over here. Pick the pullbacks or whatever. So that just in short, price action, naked trading. That's just, this is a great chart for trend and swing traders. I am a trend trader. I don't know if I am a trend trader, but I do use the method of trend trading. I want to find those positions to get in the market and let them run for maybe all year or just how long it takes. This, for example, is a great trade to do that. I also swing trade. The forex market is also great for swing trading. But I have been frustrated on some things in the forex market lately. It goes up, it goes down, it goes all the way around. It's quite volatile. It's quite messy a lot of times. Not all pairs, but I've been taking some losses where I had a good week, and then I finished the week, and I'm looking at the charts like I was already counting this one in, and now it turned against me, and I am break even for the week, or maybe in a small loss. So from that point out, I started developing a different method. I don't know if it's actually a method yet. I call it box trading. Let me show you how I look at it. This for example, I had some success in box trading using Visa. The thing I do is the following. I try to determine price has been trending here, and then price starts to consolidate. So consolidation to me is, price is in a certain range, and it doesn't seem to leave that range. For example, this has been a certain range where price has moved up and down, and in this area. So when I look at price over here, I try to see this was the 78.6-ish level. Let's say it was the 88 was the support zone, and resistance was at 90, so that's 90.5. So that's a 2.5 point range. Within this range, as you can see, a lot happens. When we zoom in, for example, to the 4-hour chart, and we go back to the box I just drew, we can see that price does give you an entry on 88.25, and the thing I do is I set 88.25 is my entry. Without thinking too long about it, just keep it simple. 98.25 would be my exit. There's 1 point. I trade one whole lot, so that means I got 100, in my case, euros. So when I enter on 88 and I exit on 89, when I enter on 89, I exit on 90. So it's very simple. But when I look at ranges like this, consolidation, a lot of traders say, price is moving, that's not for me. Well, every day the market opens, it falls back a bit, it moves up a bit, within those ranges. I put my orders and I get opened at, like I said, 88.25. I exit over there. Price pulls back a bit. Of course I know that, with a small up move, the momentum in this trade is up. So I'm pretty aggressive opening positions when one closes to get in again. Of course, when this market starts to range, I only know now that this is actually a box. This is actually a range. So the same thing happens again. But let me point something out to get this whole thing more clear. This is the daily chart again. So this was the box I drew earlier. Price broke out. If I also trade this one to the short side, this could have hit my stop loss. Momentum is up, so I prefer to trade to the upside. But as soon as price breaks out, something new happens, and that's, you guys could have expected what's coming. Price forms a new box, of course. So we are in another range again. Then after these are days, so 3 weeks, 2 weeks, we got another box over here. Then price broke out. This was quite a trending market, so I could have entered a couple of trades to the upside, but this was the first clue that a new support zone was found. Not necessarily this support zone. So let me point that out. The following box, etc., etc. Let me just draw those on for you, so you can see, so you can get my point. This was the first moment this year that price actually broke outside of a box and it actually hit my stop loss. So I was thinking, I have to share this, because maybe it's not the you know, the way we all learn to trade, but it is a way to trade. And for me it works. So this was some kind of news event maybe, or whatever it was. I'm a technical trader, so I don't know and I don't care. I got stopped out. Price seemed to have found a bottom down here, and there is a reason why it did, because when you look at this area, there is in fact a support zone around here. I think I set my I would have left this trade if these levels got broken, because then I would have been seeing lower lows. But let's zoom in again on, for example, the 4-hour chart. So this one was a box that actually got broken. Here's another one, very nice opportunity within the 93.5. Well, I always say let's put that up a little bit. So the 94, 96-ish area. Every time we are in the market with like 2 points, 2.5 points, it forms a new range, it consolidates. It's just the behavior of Visa on the charts. And when I keep trading this and I keep looking at this, every week I get in 200 or 300 euros, and then pulls back, and I get another opportunity, another 2 to 3, maybe 400. It pulls back again, and I do the same, and I do the same, and I do the same. So it's really simple. I don't care about moving averages. I don't care about RSIs. You know, I do that for the bigger time frames, but for this, it's just keep it simple. This is the box, and just trade within the box. And the question everybody is talking about all the time: where is my entry? Where should my stop be? All those of course important questions, but my stop at all times is just below the box, assuming I am trading this to the long side. Same thing goes down here. Stop should be below the box. Same thing goes for this one. Stop should be below the box, etc., etc. So, like I showed you, when I zoom in, I get a lot of entries within these areas and exits. My exits are not like I have to see how long the trend is holding. I don't have to see how long for certain setups, for reversals and all those things. This is just what I trade. Now let me zoom in again. Here's the thing. Let's go back to where I draw those support zones. So now things look a bit different. The price action is still price action. You know, price broke out. I got the first pullback, and then price leaves again. So this is, when I look at the hourly chart, I see that this is still a market that is going up to the upside. Then price comes down, tries to move up, fails. Looking at this level, you know, this is a clear picture. Looking at price action, that this is some kind of head and shoulders pattern. Just put in the basics of a price action again. Let me turn that one black again so it's not confusing that maybe this is a stop area. If you actually want to go short, you can because we got a high, we got a lower high, we got a lower low, we got a lower low here as well. We got a retest of this level, and then price takes off to the downside. So yes, you can trade this to the short side because this price action is telling you the price is heading back. So where should your stop be? Same red line gets up here, just above the box. If you're wrong, you can put a stop just above here or above there. You know, sometimes you're wrong. If every week you make 300 to 400 euros, if you trade bigger, you make 800 or 1000. If you trade smaller, you make 30 or 40. It all depends. It's your own risk management. I cannot tell you anything about that. That's up to you. But looking at these swings, looking at these structures, I think this is all pretty clear price action, price information. So price pulled back. Don't forget what we're looking at. Often people forget what they are looking at. But when we zoom in, when we zoom out actually, and we look at the 4-hour chart, again, this was the chart we were looking at. I had a shoulder pattern on the hour chart. Price came down, broke outside of the box actually. So maybe I hit my stop. I don't know. But a stop should also be the top of the previous channel. Keep that in mind. The top of the previous channel. The top of the previous channel is the support area of the next channel. I don't know if I pointed it out earlier. The resistance becomes support. Resistance becomes support. Here's some more room, but eventually we continue the pattern. Resistance becomes support. Resistance becomes support. This time it got broken. This time your stop got hit. No problem. We zoom in on the hourly chart. We look at what happens over here. Price comes down. Price gets up. Price comes down. We have our first higher low again on the hourly chart. I can assume you're a bit insecure when price breaks out of this box and the strategy, the plan gets violated. You know, it's not a setup anymore. But we come over here. Let me draw it out. What do we see? We see a break of the high. So we get a higher high, we get a higher low already. We move back into the box, and it is buying time again. So to me, this is where we are right now. Price was in this range for a while. I think this is actually the new range already. Yes, I'm on the hourly chart, of course, so I think I can start to draw a new box by now. Could look like this. Maybe price will push a little higher, maybe it won't. But looking at what we saw in the past, we have a channel of 699, so let's say 107. The top right now seems to be at 109.25, so I think we already have ourselves a new box. A bit higher, a bit lower, who knows, time will tell. But the strategy remains that previous resistance seems to become support right now. New resistance looks to be in as well. So let's look at the hourly chart. We do not have any clues that price is making lower lows yet. So if you really want to switch up these time frames, let's go to half an hour. Same thing. You over here you see these clear moves. We're at this area right now. No lower lows yet. So I don't know if this is reversing just yet. Same thing on the 15. We got some kind of double top maybe. We still got a higher low over here. This high could be a lower high, but it was just at the end of the week. So let's see if this level breaks, or if this level breaks. If this level breaks, we can maybe put in a small position from 108.8 to 109 something. I wouldn't do that, to be honest. I would wait this one out, let it reverse, maybe short from 108.5 to 107.5, and then start watching the price action down here to find a new entry again. But eventually, you can also, if you work, I also have different opportunities going on all the time, so I cannot. I don't want to be, and I'm not around, behind my charts all day. So when I am in ranges like this, to be honest, I got 2 pending orders already around the 106 and the 107. I think somewhere around that 107, sorry, and 107.5 or something. Just the lower box of this channel. When price gets there, they get open, and when they move up, I take my profit. So let's, for example, assume that I use the same thing, that 1 hour strategy, the 1 point strategy with a whole lot. I get in on 107. I could get out on 108. That would be 100. I also could get out on 109 because it is within the box. So when I get the opportunity for a position down here, I probably take one. 2 points up is 200. I'll probably take another one. 2 points up. You know, it's like 400. But then again, I keep watching the lower time frames. I switch up to the daily, the 4, and then to the hour. I want to get the bigger picture. Am I still within that box? Is the 4 hour showing me that there are lower lows or whatever? The bigger time frames are the most important. If that is not the case and price is moving up, then I'm expecting a pullback from here, and the pullback will give me a new entry. If I am really aggressive, I can take a short as well. If I am really aggressive to the upside, I can trade bigger or smaller or whatever you think fits your account and your strategy and your personality, because trading is all about personality. Trend traders, for people that want action, is not gonna work. I believe in trend trading because the bigger money is and the safer money is really in trend trading. For example, the summer period is just over. I entered a couple of positions after huge corrections for some stocks. Great moment to buy. Buy them, don't touch them, and let's see if next year, May, the next consolidation would be a nice time for me to take my profit. So with a let's say 250 euros risk, I entered. Prices already took off. I'm looking at a 1,000 position. Let's see what that is in May. Maybe it's 4,000, and I took a risk of 250. So Takam risk reward, that those things are amazing. So trend trading is really the core of your trading strategy, if you ask me. But I want action. I'm not a day trader. I don't want to watch the charts all day. So these things are, to me, are, you know, some kind of day trading to me. Yes. Well, I've been talking for more than 80 minutes already. I hope this makes sense. When I do my mentoring, I sometimes I show all the price action, moving averages, indicators, everything people want to know, and I try to help them set up a strategy that works for them. Like I said, trend trading, swing trading, I think should be the core of a profitable, long-term, consistent trading strategy. If that is not helping you because you're maybe a bit like me and you want some action, I do not believe in the 5-minute chart and scalping and all those things. That's not my game, but I do want the action. So when I want the action, this is the way I trade my, couple of hundred a week. It's all good, and we'll see you in the next week. Sometimes you take a loss, of course, that's part of trading, but I have to say I didn't take that much losses on this strategy this year. So that's it for now. I think I will upload another video on box trading, because I get such positive reviews and such positive reactions from people in the mentoring classes. So that's it for now. I wish you all a great weekend, and I hope this brings some money to the table for you guys as well. Thank you. Bye.